One day, the young prince unexpectedly notices a mouse's tail peeking out from beneath the queen's skirt, just like the one his stepbrother possessed. The hidden secret of the stepmother and brother was unveiled, prompting the queen to cast a powerful spell on the young prince, causing him to gradually diminish in size and transform into a wooden toy. The queen had transformed the prince into a toy, and the stepbrother heartlessly tossed him out of the window into the flowing river. Many years went by, and the prince, while wandering, eventually arrived at a shop owned by a bearded shopkeeper. The shopkeeper, upon laying eyes on a beautiful girl, harbored evil intentions. He coerced the girl into marrying him with money and presented her with a wooden toy. However, upon returning home, the girl, in a fit of anger, she hits him. Suddenly, a bright light comes through the window and surrounds the girl, transforming her into a small fairy. Immediately after, a mouse appears in front of her, causing the girl to step back in fear. She tries to defend herself with a needle, but the mouse blows it away. At that moment of danger, the prince jumps in, but the mouse is too large for him to handle. However, suddenly, magical orbs begin to attack the mouse, scaring it into its hole. A sheep frightens it away. The one casting the magic was an old man. All the toys came to life from a falling star. The old man explained that the magic would only last until nightfall, and by the next morning, when the sun rises, everyone would return to normal. They will go. Then the prince started heading towards the burrow to fight the rat. Everyone tried to stop him, but they failed, causing all the toys to follow him into the burrow and cross a long tunnel into a dark world. At the same time, the sound of a carriage was heard, from which the queen emerged. She immediately sensed a strange smell, and the rat prince was also drawn towards it. Seeing this, an ostrich ran away in fear. It distracted the soldiers who had turned into rats and began to chase it, causing the ostrich to hide its head in the sand, and the rat prince only took a feather from the ostrich. After they left, all the toys came out. Then, the prince saw a palace near the waterfall, and his childhood memories began to resurface. The girl felt sympathy for the prince's situation, so she decided to help him deal with his stepmother. The prince knew of a secret path that led to the royal tomb. There, he told the spirits of his deceased ancestors everything. They instructed the prince to find a magical flute that could break the stepmother's spell. However, only the king knew the location of the magical flute. The prince disguised himself and entered the palace, reaching the king's room where the king was asleep. The prince asked him about the magical flute while he was still asleep. Just then, a key fell from his hand which belonged to a secret cupboard. Inside it, there was a map. The map was magical and could walk and talk. It revealed that the magical flute was in the tower ahead. The prince built a rope bridge to reach there and successfully made it to the tower. There he found the entrance to a secret chamber that passed through a well. Magical stairs emerged from the wall to descend. Upon descending, the prince found the magical flute, but when he played it to drive away the mice, countless flutes suddenly floated in the air, making it very difficult to find the real one. They tried playing all the flutes, but it was of no use. Meanwhile, the prince and the girl fell in love with each other. Their true love was recognized by the flute. The flute also recognizes them and then appears. The prince takes the magical flute and reaches the palace, but on the way, the stepmother catches them. After this, the stepmother starts preparing to make her son the king. Seeing this, the ostrich and the sheep quietly try to wake the king. When the stepmother thinks the king is about to wake up, she quickly gives him a potion, but she didn't know that the cup contained plain water instead of the potion. Immediately after, the king regains consciousness, and by playing the magical flute, all the mice return to their original form. Even the prince's stepmother returns to her original form.